Morning, everybody. It's me, Mike. I'm here. I'm getting everything set up like I usually do. I was, oh boy, this getting your stream optimized is just quite a thing to sort through. I'm gonna pull in here and hi, there I am. Welcome, everybody. My name is Michael Kyer, and I'm out here, probably muted. My name is Michael Kyer. I'm out here streaming 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Coming to you on New Year's Eve 2021. Going to be 2022 before we know it. And boy, what a couple of years it's been for sure. So today what I'm going to do is talk a little bit about YouTube. It's end of the year. I figure I'd kind of review a little bit of what I've been doing and see kind of where I'm at, and then kind of point out some things that might help you. If you're new, if you're thinking about streaming, YouTube is a great place to store what you're producing, store your content. It's a great way to increase your viewership, or you can be a YouTube star before you know it. So my last stream was pretty rough. I was adjusting my stream resolution and frame rate and that thing, and so the audio was coming across fine, but the video was just terrible. It was all pixelated and you could barely even make out what I was doing. So if you were watching, you were following along, you can hopefully see a little bit different in this one. I brought up my output resolution a little bit and dropped my frame rate to 30 frames per second. So that's where I'm currently at now with my stream settings, which I'm always talking about settings, and it's always worth figuring out what works for you. So today I'm going to be talking about YouTube and go through some of the videos that I've made, and you can see some of the differences in the different resolutions that I've tried and the different output settings that I've fiddled with and tried the best to make my best of. But so that's going to be about the extent of it for today. Nothing too terrible. I'm still testing things out to get my stream optimized. And so hopefully I can have some more fun with this coming in 2022, and I won't have to be fiddling with all this stuff. I have been streaming now for quite a while, believe it or not. I started streaming back in March of 2020. And I started streaming with my church to get their services online every Sunday, and I've been doing that since. And we got that stream optimized and looking really good, and in beginning of November, I started streaming my own content, getting some information out here about all the different pieces of stuff that I use, so that if you are new, if you are thinking about getting into streaming, then hopefully I can put out some good information that you can use to get started, to get your voice out there. We need more voices. We need positive voices, and that's what I hope to help with. That's what I hope to help with. And so right now, what I'm doing is basically making a mess of my own stream. That's what I'm doing. That's a great way to start. Make a mess. Just get out there and try stuff out. Push the buttons. Just do it. Just do it. It's fun. It's not going to be perfect. Nothing ever is. There's a million things that go into place to get your stream up and running, or to get just connected. To just get your internet connected takes a lot. So there is no such thing as perfection. That's sort of one of my basic operating procedures. Is you do the best you can and make some adjustments. So I've been making some adjustments, and we'll go through and check out a couple of my videos. But what we're going to do mainly is talk about YouTube generally. And I don't like to make generalizations, but YouTube is one of those things that most people know that it exists at the very least. But I'll tell you, the internet is how you use it. I believe this or not, only a couple of years ago, I didn't even know that YouTube playlists existed. I really didn't. When I would want to watch something, I would search for it, I would watch it, and then next time I would search for it. I didn't really even know that you could put playlists together and have all that stuff saved for you. It just wasn't how I used it. If I wanted to listen to a song, I would go and type in the song, and so for me, that was the way I used it. And now that I'm getting more into streaming and video and that type of thing, I'm using it much more in depth. I'm using it to post videos, to do live streaming, to edit videos, and all of those different things. And just go ahead and close you out. And so the more that I'm doing that, the more in depth that I get with it. And the internet is a big place. It really, really is. So if you only use it to search for music, that's fine. If you use it to post your videos and edit your videos and live stream, that's awesome too. There's so many functionalities for it, and I just love using YouTube. There's so many. You can just search for anything. Just type it in, and you can find it. Now, there is the weird side of YouTube. There's lots of stuff on YouTube, so you have to be a little discerning when you're searching through. But you can always find good content. You can find YouTube videos about how to make YouTube videos, and that's one of the ones I'm doing today. Some of the things that I've learned, some of the things that I think are important, some of the things that I focus on. And I want everybody who's watching my stream, my content, to be able to approach this software in a way that is it's not scary. It's not scary. You can use it. It's safe. You can get out there. There's always things you're going to run into for sure, but there's only so many things you can do to that will keep you from doing your stream. So anyway, enough of that. I'm going to get into YouTube a little bit, and then we're going to get finished up with 2021. Isn't that amazing? So let's see. I'm going to go and switch to, there I am. This is a picture of my desktop. I'm using OBS to do my stream today. So I'm going to go ahead and move that out of the way. But you can still see me on the bottom there. Still see me. I'm still here. So YouTube. Now this is my YouTube channel for the content that I put out. And so when you go to my YouTube channel, Michael Kyer, this is what you're going to see. This is a list of the videos that I've been doing in the last couple of months. And they're not really terribly organized. I've put together a few playlists, because I wanted to start getting it organized, but there's a lot more things you can do to organize this in even better ways. You can put together a list for folks the first time they're there, the first video that they see when they get to your channel. So that's where we're at with this, and you can see that right now I'm live with a video of how to use YouTube. So when you land here, you can go to my spot and, let's see, wait for that to come up. And I'm going to pause this to save. So this is just a video on YouTube. Let's see, I'm going to get rid of you. That's what I want to do. Why isn't that holding? Well, we'll hold that for right now. All right. So that's something I need to deal with. But so my video of my current live video that I'm streaming out live to YouTube is what we're looking at. So, but if you're using YouTube to store your content, you can organize it. You can organize it into playlists. Currently, I just have these three, a few that I've put together, my Twitch stream. This is everything I've put out so far in the last couple of months. And each one of these is a bit different. Some of these I put covers on, some are just my initial, the video that I started off with. And these ones further back are ones that I haven't even cleaned up yet. This is just the default information that's in there when they're uploaded. So this isn't optimized by any means. You can go through and change your titles, change your descriptions, add thumbnails, do all sorts of different things to this to make it more accessible to your audience. And that's one of my chores for 2022 is to go in and clean a lot of this up and make it a little bit more accessible. But this is a great place to store your content, regardless of what form or condition it's currently in. So some of these a little bit, like I said, a little bit more polished. I've got my covers on, my thumbnail covers on them. But how you use this, how you approach YouTube is it is defined by your creativity and the amount of time and effort you want to put into it. And there, it's limited. It really is limited by your imagination. So basic playlists, a lot of folks, this is the extent of how far they go with YouTube. You find a channel, you'll watch a video, you might see a playlist or make a playlist. But there's a lot more with YouTube that you can do. And so that's one of the things I'm going to go into right now is this little button right up here at the top, Create. From here is where you start to, if you want to be a streamer or you want to produce your video, this is where you're going to go, and this opens a whole new world. And you can upload your videos and you can go live. Now, currently I'm using OBS to send my signal to Restream, which then distributes it out to my other platforms. But I can stream, send my OBS and stream directly to YouTube, and that up there is where I would go to get that started. Now, when you first start off, one of the things is that you have to set up to do your live streaming. So you can't just instantly go in live stream today if you want to do it today. You need to go in and say, I want to live stream, and it'll set that up. It'll take, I think it's less than 24 hours. So if you're getting ready to do this, that's one of the administrative chores you're going to have to deal with, is go in and activate that. But obviously I've already done it. But when I go live, I'm going to go and pull up my YouTube Creator Studio. And you can see currently I'm streaming. This has got my list of stream, but my stream information, when I'm streaming from YouTube, this is where you're going to set all the settings that you're going to need for your stream. So you've got your stream keys and your chat, and then you can also edit all of the information that goes with your stream, put in the description, and polish it up before you send it out. So this is the main YouTube stream. Sure. Boy, oh boy, what is that? Sorry, getting a bit distracted. Anyway, so this is where you're going to get the bulk of your your YouTube. All your analytics, I've talked about these before, how well your stream is doing. I showed a bunch of those. This is, I'm streaming through a different platform right now, so this isn't showing up because there's nothing going through YouTube right now. But this is that first step in setting up your stream, putting in your information here. And let's see, we're going to go back to, let's see, managing. So managing your videos, let's say you've got your stream up, you've got your live stream up, you've got, and you finished, and you've got a video, you've got some videos on there. From YouTube, one of the powerful things with it is you can edit here, you can change things, you can alter things. So managing videos, and I'm going to get a list of everything that I've put up, and I can change things from here. I can click on any one of these and go and do my edits, see how many people have watched it, and all sorts of different options here for these videos. Again, delete it. I mean, once this is up here, you can change it, and you can remove it, and you can make it public, or you can make it private. So there's a lot of different pieces to it, but once you get on here and start using it, you'll start to see how all of these settings fit in with each other. So for right now, I'm going to go back to one that I did. The last live one I did was completely terrible. And it was this optimizing and monitoring my stream settings. It was very, very bad. My output resolution was just terrible. And so it was all pixelated and terrible looking. But I am going to go and take a look at this one. So this is the video itself. This is all the details that go with it. And so I can, adjust things from here. I didn't put a thumbnail on there, but YouTube will give you some suggestions about thumbnails. You can upload a thumbnail for it to make it look a lot nicer. It's one of the things I'm going to have to do in the coming new year, is do that. The description, what is in your video, obviously that's something I have to add to this one. So, and you can select which playlist you want to put it in, or whether this is for kids or automatic chapters, so that folks can see ahead of time when they're looking at your video what is in there, so they can skip ahead if there was an important piece, or you did a whole bunch of talking at the beginning, kind of like I do sometimes. You can, that's a nice accessibility thing for your audience. And the captions, I always like to turn these on so that you can have a transcript of what is said in the video. It makes it nice for being able to pull out content later on. You might not like the entire video. I have a few where the audio, the things that I said were great, but the video, the resolution wasn't good, or there was something wrong with it. So I might want to have the transcript of that. And so that's one of the things you want to enable, turn the language and captions on, and then other settings, recording and that type of thing. So these are all, pertain to this one particular video. But I can also edit the video right here in YouTube. You don't necessarily need to use another video editor. So if you're just getting started and it was just, say, the very beginning of that video that you didn't like, you can open your editor, and it's a pretty straightforward video editor at the bottom. You can jump ahead, you can trim it, sure you can. I'm going to trim this part off if I didn't like that. Take a look at that, and whatever alterations I wanted to do to this is, again, it's a pretty basic video editor, but if you're just clipping off, say, the first 30 seconds of the video that you're, clipping off the first, the intro like I usually do. I usually start off a few minutes early, and so I'll have, anywhere from 2, 3, or 5 minutes that I want to trim off the beginning, and that's it. Maybe the rest of the video is fine. So in a limited fashion, this editor is great, especially for your shorter form things that you're doing. If you get into something much more specific, you want it really, really polished, you might want to get a more robust editor. But for simple changes to a video of yours, this is a great place to come and make those changes. So that is, let's see, where am I at? Uploading videos. Simple. This is going to bring up your file manager, and you can upload your content directly from your computer if you're not doing live content. It is just a matter of your upload and download speeds as far as how long it takes. An hour-long video can be as much as a gigabyte or more, depending on the resolution. So depending on how fast your internet speed is, will determine how long that's going to take. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to do a lot of video, is the amount of time that it takes to get all of those different pieces of the process taken care of. So multiple steps, multiple different ways to get your video onto YouTube, but well worth it. And before you know it, you're going to have a lot of content. You're going to have, I don't know how many I've got up now, 25 or something like that. That is one of the things with YouTube when you're getting moving along with it, is if you're really trying to generate an audience, it's consistency. It's a continually putting out a steady stream of content is what's going to build your audience and build your viewership. I don't have a lot of viewers at this point. I've only been doing this for a few months, for a couple of months, and you can see that this, how to look great on camera did well. There were 12 views on that, but there aren't a lot of a ton of views on here because I'm getting started. But in time, this is going to build, and this content will be here. So that's one of my reasons to encourage this, is that it's evergreen content, and it's going to be here for quite some time. Now, one of my motivations, this is kind of funny. When I first got started, was I want to do these short form videos, very short, very brief, very instructive. And it was because it was a lot of stuff that I didn't want to say again. It was how to use the mute button, where is the mute button, and things like that. And it is a great way. The short form video is a really great way to get that information that you're trying to put out there. Get it to your audience. And for these longer ones that I'm doing that are more involved about how to use different pieces of software, those are going to run longer. But so there's a variety of different ways that you can approach this. And you have to, try different things. Try longer form, try shorter form, try something somewhere in the middle to see what works for your particular content. Just get out there and do it for real. Just get out there and start posting video, start making video, do your streaming. I highly encourage it. So that's about it. I'm really just want to give my stream a little bit of time to get going to see how it was looking. But let's see. Okay, looking pretty good. So I think I'm going to cut it there. This is a little bit scattered today. I was a little bit scattered getting this going. didn't take the time to prepare this one. I'm more focusing really on my stream quality at this point, but I want to put a little bit out there about YouTube. I use it a lot. I highly encourage using it. It's more than just playlists, or if you're like me, it has playlists. You can put together a whole list of things that you might be interested in. So that's it. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go back and check to see how this looked. If you are out there, leave me a message in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. And I'm going to see you in 2022 on Monday at 10 a.m. And we will get some more great information out there. So until then, I hope you have a safe New Year's, and if you are eligible to get your vaccines, please get out there, get your vaccines. It's good for you, it's good for your neighbors, it's good for your family, and we need to get ahead of this thing. This year's starting off rough. I'm not gonna lie, I know, and so this is something that's important to do. All right. So anyway, I hope that wasn't too much of a scattered stream for today. So.